Alright, so welcome everyone back to another YouTube video. Now, today is going to be more of like me showing you what we're doing basically and how we're scaling now past 1.2k the previous quarter to actually making 1.4k every single month for Q2. This is our goal now with the business. Today is the 31st of March 2026, and right here I'm actually trying to make this social media content funnel that's basically going to be brand building, let's say, for a client. So they don't have this brand that they want, they only have all the backend needed, but they don't have a brand that actually brings in multiple customers per day, we can say. Now, out of this, we get a percentage. This is a percentage-based work. The customer pays our client, and then our client pays us a commission. So let me show you a bit of how this works. I'm gonna jump right into it, but first I have to go get a coffee because I'm really, started losing track of what I'm focusing on when I'm sitting there for a long period of time. Now, sometimes I go out and I just sit there and think. I just sit on a chair, maybe read or generally think about recharging and going back to high frequencies. But right now that won't work. I was outside before, so now I have to go get a coffee, sit down and explain to you how this works step by step, so you know how I'm trying to build a content funnel for a client. We're gonna see if it works, we're gonna see if it works out, and if it's actually going to generate them clients slash money, and if it's gonna generate us money as well. Now it is going to take a bit of time because we're starting from complete zero, but nevertheless we're gonna try it. We're gonna figure out stuff during this period of us trying to make it work. But the most important thing is that we have it down. You probably have heard people say, make it first and then make it look nice or make it perfect. But in the beginning, you have to lay it down and say, okay, this is what I've got, this is what I'm working with. Let me make it perfect down the line while I'm learning and while I'm doing mistakes. But in the beginning, you have to just sit down and make a visual out of it so you know what you're doing and where you're working and what you're working with. So let me go get a coffee and I'm gonna be straight back to it with this YouTube video. So let's now start with what I've told you we're going to do, which is talking about our social media content funnel, right? We're going to be talking about our social media content funnel and how we get our clients more customers and slash leads generally. So let's start with this. First is attention, then it's engagement and nurturing the leads, then it's conversion, and at the end is our core offer. This is what we're using to get our clients as many leads as possible from TikTok and Instagram. I said them opposite, it's fine. Now, what we do from stage one is we make sure we capture attention and generate as much traffic as possible, since these two are our traffic source. This is where we use viral clips, hooks, frequent posting, and strong CTAs to grab leads' attention and drive them straight into YouTube. But first, they have to pass from this lead capture system, which is basically something you offer them for free, like a free guide or a free PDF. And then once they're into YouTube, the engagement and nurturing process starts. This is how you build authority. This is how you build trust, increase intent, and educate the lead. This is where you share tutorials and deep dives, case studies, and link in the description CTA. And after that, you get them straight into your landing page. What that's going to do is going to put them in a process where they're going to see a compelling offer plus social proof with the last CTA you are going to use. This is the bottom of the funnel. This is where they convert to an actual client. And after that, if this is compelling enough, they're going to actually subscribe, in this case, to your offer, creating a recurring revenue stream and having multiple clients subscribe. And now This is how simple it is to actually have the social media content funnel and how you can use it. Create amazing content on TikTok and Instagram so you get people hooked. Then make sure you build authority on YouTube and then educate them on the topics you're talking about, and then bring them to the landing page, which is the last step for them to actually convert and to subscribe, in this case, into your offer. Maybe it's not a subscription, maybe something else, but this is exactly what you have to use if you want to bring multiple leads and turn them into multiple paying clients. And this was basically how simple it is to actually get them in your funnel and then actually convert them. Now, we're gonna test everything out and see if it works as well as we think it will. But a lot of things play into factor with this. For example, how good the quality of your videos are. What is your strategy behind your videos? And as I said, if they have viral clips and hooks in the beginning so you can actually attract these clients and these eyeballs into your content. Because if the beginning is wrong, then you're not gonna get anyone into your lead funnel, basically. Now, what is good about this lead funnel I just explained is that you have multiple stages where you can see where the problem is. If, for example, you have 1 million views in stage 1 through Instagram and TikTok, but then you have 10 views on YouTube, that means that you have a problem sending leads from the attention, the top of the funnel basically, to the mid of the funnel, which is the YouTube. Something is wrong there. Maybe your CTA is not strong enough. Maybe you don't talk about your YouTube as much. So generally that creates a problem. Or maybe your YouTube does not have good quality. So they get in there and they're like, what is this? I don't understand what I'm seeing. Gone. Now, if on YouTube you have another 100,000 views and both stage 1 and stage 2 are going amazing, but then you have 5 people going into your landing page, that means you have a problem with the CTA from YouTube to the landing page, and so on and so forth. Now, it's simple enough. It's easy because you can see where the problems are, and these lead capture systems make sure that any leads that think about it a bit more or are hesitant to go from YouTube straight into the landing page to buy get captured, and then they get even more nurtured with free content, with free PDFs, with free information that you can use to make sure that they eventually convert and do go to your landing page and then subscribe or buy or get on a call, whatever you're trying to do with them. So that's how it works. That's how simple it is. And I think that's what every business should use, at least in the beginning. And then based on your content and what you're doing, you change it. This is, as I said before, just us putting our head down and saying, this is a system we can create. Now, later down the line, once we start seeing results, something might change. We might say, okay, maybe conversion could be done a lot more faster. So we maybe don't have stage 3 with a landing page and it's just a link with a straight buy or something else. It's just that you put it down first and then you make it perfect down the line. Okay, so right now it's 9 p.m. and I'm actually sitting here with my brother. He's actually erasing the board right there. And I wanted to come back and end this video the right way, basically telling you that all the information you got before is as valuable as long as you actually take it and use it. So what I want to say basically is the best you can do is sit right now, make your own funnel, make your own social media content funnel, and make sure you apply it either to your own brand and business or your client's business if brand scaling is what you're doing. So with that being said, I also want to show you something else, because in the last video I said that by the time I record again, I'm gonna have my brother get another MacBook from the money we've made so far from the business, and it actually is right here. He actually got this into this new sky blue color, which compared to this, it's so much, not so much more nice, because mine is amazing as well, and I don't want to give him credit. No, just kidding. It's amazing. Both colors are insane. So we got him the MacBook eventually. We hit this milestone we wanted both to achieve as well. And with that being said, I have nothing else to say, and see you in the next one.